Hey everyone, my name is Kevin and I am back yet again with another video. And I understand that I haven't been making a video for over a month. That's because I've been trying to watch Avengers Endgame since the moment it was about to come out and the moment after it came out. Around the time it was hard the first day, it wasn't that easy the second day, it was pretty easy the third day, and after the fourth day, I was actually finally able to watch it. And I will review Avengers Endgame, but it's not gonna be like right away. Like maybe similar to when I know that everyone has watched the movie, then I'll actually review it. But as for Spider-Man Far From Home, I will review that, but I feel as if Avengers Endgame will be the last 2019 movie of this year that I will be reviewing onto the channel, with Spider-Man Far From Home actually being the second movie that I'll be reviewing. But anyway, other than that, let's get right into the real topic at hand. So we all know exactly as to what happened in Avengers Endgame. Um, the three main characters, Tony, Cap, and Thor, were the only Avengers that was in the area that was able to get towards Thanos, as Ant-Man was trying to save the rest of the team, and Hawkeye or Ronin was trying to escape the Outriders. So so Cap's team knew that the Infinity Gauntlet and stones were buried somewhere underneath all this rubble, and they wanted to keep that way. And after that, they were surrounding Thanos, at least at one path, and knew exactly as to what Thanos' true intentions were after failing to actually clear off half of the population of this universe. And after that, he just wants to destroy the entire world. So the three Avengers tries to fight him. Tony gets knocked out. Thor almost gets killed by his own weapon, and then out of nowhere, someone lifts Mjolnir. There was no one in the area except for Cap that would have been able to wield it. Most people thought it was going to be Tony, but those of us who knew the real reason was actually Cap. We saw him use it, and just like that, he was good at it. So why exactly is he worthy? Well, first let's speculate a few topics that has been going around in Phase 1 and Phase 2. Maybe even Phase 3. So in Phase 1, we know that after Captain America became the super soldier, or the only super soldier around the MCU, we know that he has been doing some Weld things. So I do know that the gods that watches him, or watches Earth, or the entire universe, knows that how worthy Cap really is to wield Mjolnir. And then we go to Avengers 1, where we see him do his best as a hero. We do know that when he's doing heroic stuff, we know that as a hero, he is, he's cunning, smart, analyzes everything that goes around with the person he's fighting, and just like that, he uses this strategy and either kill him or her, or destroy him or her, or just stabilize him or her, whichever one's which. So that's what he's been doing in the battle in New York, and he was able to come out on top with the rest of the team. And after that, after Avengers, Marvel's Avengers ended, well, they all went their separate ways, and just like that, we saw Captain America riding a motorcycle, but he wasn't wearing a helmet. I believe that caused him to be not as worthy as he thought, maybe like a few percentages down. But then we go back to his movie, where he was trying to do whatever it took to to defeat Hydra and save S.H.I.E.L.D. from being corrupted by Hydra, while also not trusting everyone except for two heroes that was in fact trustworthy, which was Black Widow and Falcon. And that was actually a pretty good crossover, I have to admit. But anyway, they made a good team, and then it was revealed to Steve that Bucky wasn't exactly turned evil. He was just forced that way. He's just controlled, and that was going to be resolved in his third and final movie of his own arc. After this, the gods shown him how worthy he really is at wielding Mjolnir when he does all the right and wrongs in Captain America Civil War and turns on everyone from that believes that he is a criminal to save a criminal that was turned into a criminal by some other guy. It was Hydra, then it was Zemo, and Zemo was able to turn on the entire Avengers, and just like that, he was able to divide the Avengers entirely. But Tony and Cap were in fact divided as friends. Well, even though they weren't exactly friends to begin with, if you really think about it, but they did make up. Like, they weren't exactly enemies anymore at the end of Civil War. So after this, it showed us that he's no longer worthy of continuing as Captain America, so he is now Steve Rogers for the remainder, and he is now witness to pretty much the entire world, so he is on the run. So we go to Avengers Infinity War, and then the gods see, or whoever's watching them, sees exactly as to how worthy, once again, exactly as to how worthy Steve really is after he tries to risk everything for Vision to get the Mind Stone out and destroy it so that Thanos doesn't win. He did his best to do whatever he could along with everyone he worked with, such as Black Panther, War Machine, Bruce Banner, Black Widow, everyone except for Tony Stark and Spider-Man, and you know who else wasn't there. And just like that, he was able to try to put down Thanos, but he couldn't do it. So he was one of the last heroes that got taken down, and he was one of the heroes that was able to survive the snap. I'm not really sure exactly as to how he was able to survive the snap, but maybe it's because he's a super soldier and not exactly a human anymore. So then we go into Avengers Endgame, where after he figures out that there's no way of saving the universe, he becomes a counselor somewhere. Counselor, I'm not really sure if he's a counselor or not, but he does talk to Anthony Russo, Anthony Russo as a cameo for one of the directors of the MCU or Marvel Studios, or whichever one's which. So after this, he does everything he can to help everyone save the universe by helping Ant-Man, Black Widow, and Bruce Banner, and maybe even Tony Stark build the Quantum Realm to use it back in time. He leads the remaining Avengers and the remaining Guardians of the Galaxy and those who aren't exactly Avengers into saving the world. Then he does it. They retrieve the Mind Stone, the Time Stone, and the Space Stone while working with Tony. And then after that, there you go. Then after this, we go into the final battle. Everything is lost, and then he was able to wield Mjolnir. I like to believe that everything he's done, every good deed he's done, I bet you guys can count how many is there, and based on all of those good deeds, he was worthy enough to wield Mjolnir. He was able to wield it, and even though that his shield was broken in the process, it was just like a chunk. It wasn't the entire shield. It wasn't like half of the shield. It was just a chunk. So he was able to use what's left of his shield, which was like an entire piece, but like, you know what I'm talking about, and Mjolnir to fight Thanos and his army. So how worthy is he? How was he able to wield Mjolnir? Well, he was worthy enough. He was just as worthy as Thor was worthy as Cap, and that's pretty much it. He was just worthy. You have to be worthy in order to wield Mjolnir, and Captain America was. So there you have it. This is how Captain America was able to wield Mjolnir. So let me know in the comments below what you guys thought of the video itself, and let me know what you guys want me to cover next. Don't forget to like the video, share your friends and family, subscribe for more great content, and let me know in the comments below what you guys thought of the video itself. My name is Kevin, and I look forward to hearing from you.